Hello everyone and welcome to RiftBreaker. This is the end of a campaign that I recently played, which I had an absolutely ton of fun playing through. I've recently acquired the Into the Dark DLC, and we're going to be starting a new campaign where we can journey through it all together until we can get some epic explosions like this, epic technology, and build epic bases with lots of energy. So without further ado, let's jump into a new game. We're going to be doing this properly on Brutal. Unfortunately, Hardcore, I think, is just a little bit above my level at this point, but let's see, maybe this playthrough goes so well that we decide to tackle it. Gonna be skipping this. It just didn't add a lot of value, in my estimation.
You gonna do superhero landing. Wait for it! Superhero landing!
Some nice slow-mo to get us into the game.
All systems check. Gravitational strength 1.05 G.
While they busy talk, I'm just going to be searching the area, finding some nice mines. But please do let me know if you're curious as to all of the things they discuss.
Milky Way galaxy. Sycorax belt. Planet Galatea 37. Ashley, we have arrived.
Busy harvesting some
Galatea 37, Mr.
fauna.
Riggs. It's so beautiful here. Virtual simulations on Earth were good, but this is amazing. An alien tropical paradise. And we're the first humans to experience it.
I'm not exactly human.
I haven't stumbled across many of these mines.
As well. And the paradise part is also left to be determined. Remember your training, Ashley. We should set up a base as soon as possible.
You could at least pretend to be human. Just a bit. But you're right. There's no going home until we can construct a functioning rift station. Let's start with the basics.
Ashley,
Hey,
construct a headquarters building to secure our presence here.
here's
It will allow
2
you to reconstruct
Comboni
my
mines,
armor is
but
destroyed.
let's see what they say. I'm also just gonna search the area a little bit, see if there's a nice defensible position. Unfortunately, you can't build through lakes and things. There's lots of enemies around, and I'm taking a little bit of a long time to get comfortable, so let's just assume that over here is going to be a good place to set up, and
Headquarters construction is in progress. This is going to be our main base of operations on Galatea
we'll figure it out.
37. Our new home.
We have to protect this building at all costs. You will be teleported here whenever I am critically damaged. There is no other backup if this building is destroyed.
That's basic training, Mr. Riggs. Let's focus on the less obvious things.
I am required to remind you of basic protocol, even if we've done this before. We need to expand the base.
that was
Let's build a
close.
carbonium factory to do the digging for us.
Yes, we've got much more interesting things to do. Let's automate this.
I agree. Okay, carbonium quite important. Pretty much basic material used for all construction.
Our base will require huge amounts of power to operate. Right now, we can only construct some basic power plants. Wind turbines and carbonium power plants.
Solar panels
Turbines
aren't
are
my
less
favorite,
effective, but they work around the clock.
because then you have to build all the
Carbonium
energy
power
storage
plants
for
are
them.
very effective,
So
but they
wind
use up the
turbines is
deposits
my
that they are placed on.
preference.
In the beginning, it's best to use a combination of these power sources. We can balance energy peaks and shortages by storing excess energy in energy storages. Also, remember to connect all buildings to the power grid using energy connectors. They connect all buildings within their area of operation, even if power lines
I undid
are
those
not
because I
visible.
couldn't build
Ashley,
at this location.
I'm sure that our presence will not go unnoticed. We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Let's see.
Standard protocol advises to set up walls and sentinel towers around the base. However, I don't expect as much aggression from the native fauna as in the simulations.
So far, it looks like the long-range quantum scans were very accurate. The local fauna and flora
Just healing a little bit.
Exactly like during training. Follow the protocol, Ashley.
The environment in the simulation was very accurate, that's true. But the scenario was crafted by RiftBreaker Command. They usually focus on the brute force aspect of these missions.
You can see powers dipping here in the bottom right a little bit, so just need to
You never give
prioritize that
do
a little
you?
bit.
Do you?
Doing some manual
Okay,
mining.
Mr. Stubborn. I guess it won't hurt to set up some solid defenses, just in case.
Thank you, Captain Novak.
You're welcome, Mr. Riggs.
Oh. Man, I do not have the weapons for these things. Damn. This is not starting off well. Oh. Let's do that. For some reason I'm really bad at placing buildings this playthrough. But that's fine. And now I'm going to be hard power stalling.
Not enough carbonium.
Yeah, we've got more carbonium up there, but just going to be assisting production with manual mining for now. Always happens. Don't know if it's me that's the problem, but whenever I drag and power like that over long distances, I always put a little gap in some of them. If that explanation doesn't make sense, you will see what I mean. Okay. Heating up nicely. Making my first energy grid.
Not enough carbonium.
Almost there. Hey, we have some green power. I'm going to be putting little rift locations. These will come into handy very soon. Okay, I've got an attack in 3 minutes, so just going to try mass expand before that hits.
Ashley, I strongly advise you to construct an armory. It will allow us to craft new weapons and upgrades, and also manufacture field repair kits, as well as other usable items.
And it will produce more ammunition for your guns. Yes, that is an important building.
Trying to think what the best way is to maximize placement. Just do it like that, and like that. Should be good. Put another one of these in this area. Going to build some
Not enough carbonium.
more power. See if I can drag some power up to that other carbonium mine we have located. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Weapon dropped. We can try to recover it later.
Whoops. And this is why I didn't try hardcore. This playthrough is not starting off very strong.
Carbonium storage is full. Build more or storage facilities.
Okay, but at least we got some copper in its storage, so we'll start off with this some way. Is that connected? It is. Just had to see if it was connected to power. Okay. Other... Oh, it's back. Yeah. It is dead. This thing scares me. So, just going to pretend it doesn't exist for now. Not a great start to this game. We're going to see where those attacks are going to come from.
Not enough carbonium.
See that gap there that's left between the buildings? I have no idea how to avoid that. Just
Reconstruction
unlucky.
Finished. We can now use it to craft new items. It will also automatically manufacture ammunition for my weapons.
Uh-oh. I think this upcoming attack is going to wreck
Not
me.
enough carbonium.
I'm detecting a large group of creatures heading towards our position.
Yeah.
It looks like our presence is being noticed.
I don't know where they're coming from.
We don't have a lot of defensive structures. Prepare to fight.
I guess you were right about setting up more defenses. We'll have to handle this ourselves. Remember to use repair kits if necessary.
I thought they would give an indication of which direction. Ah, they do. Okay, perfect. So... not a great little setup, but... can only do what we can. I'm laying some mines here. Going to be adding some more of these. Well, wait, add some more power just in case. Okay.
Base is under attack.
Are you still skeptical about the local creature's level of aggression?
I'm skeptical about the procedures.
Hey,
for
this
prepping
actually
this
is
planet
not
for
going too bad.
colonization. Humanity lost its love for nature after the Yellowstone eruption, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to preserve this ecosystem.
Earth is barely habitable at this point. We have to secure Galatea 37 for colonization and resource extraction as soon as possible. Excessive care about the local environment is unnecessary.
That's not entirely true. Other rift-breaking missions have already secured a number of resource-rich planets for humanity.
Okay.
We're not on the brink of extinction.
That is...
Our
that went
goals on
way
this
better than I
mission
thought it
are
would.
clear, and our survival and security is the top priority. Damage to the ecosystem is inevitable. You wanted to come here yourself,
Yeah.
and you knew what has to be done. Are you doubting the mission?
I know what has to be done. That's not the point. Galatea has to be prepared for colonization. I don't doubt that. If I didn't come here myself, then someone else would have. I believe that we can do this in a better way. We have to
put this
defend
in the gate.
ourselves and secure the necessary resources to set up the rift station. But we don't have to destroy all the wildlife we encounter. Humanity doesn't need another stripped-down factory world. If we want
nice.
to progress as a species, then we should study this planet and learn how to blend with the environment and prepare a safe home for humanity.
Sadly can't reach, so I'm gonna have to build all the way around.
It looks like we have the base up and running. If you'd like to construct more advanced buildings, you'll have to upgrade the headquarters building. Unfortunately, this process also emits a lot of high-frequency energy waves.
These
Trying to remember
creatures
how
are
to
clearly
sell.
drawn to our
Is it
energy
if?
emissions, so
Yes.
it will be like an alarm bell for them. We should strengthen our defenses before upgrading the HQ.
Okay. I think they gave some good advice. So when we upgrade the headquarters, there's going to be a massive attack. So, and make sure everything's in place by then. More power, more tower. That's the amount of towers I have if you look to the top right of the screen, so now that we've got that, and the amount of towers that you can have was increased by these AI
Enough carbonium.
hubs. I was going to call them foundries, but okay. So I think that's the early game, or introductions, more or less done. That's a massive Ironium one, so... let's lay down some... Fantastic. Oh, amazing. Perfect. Oops. It slipped. Okay, I'm quite happy with that as an initial setup framework. I'm going to do another section of turbines, just in case. Thank you so much for watching. That's a wrap of episode 1. Please leave your thoughts and comments, I'd love to see them. And hope you look forward to episode 2.